All right, we're going to jump into the second half of lesson 6 with the point slope word problem. So you'll see that when you think about this one, you need a point and a slope. So we've already kind of learned that the slope is a per statement, okay? And we need a point. So we need an example is really what we're looking for. So so-and-so needs X number of products, paid this much money for it. And that's really what we're kind of looking for. And you can see exactly what I'm looking for a sample point and a rate of change. So one rate of change, one per. And this idea over here is that sample point. So for example, Apple needs to buy 100,000 screens from LG or whoever else makes them, Samsung, and it's going to cost them $5 million. I have no clue how much that really going to cost them, but the idea is right there. That's for their next iPhone release, okay? So that gives us an example. Now we would also need, okay, it costs 5 cents per screen or whatever it is. That would give us that information. So we start over here at Eagle Bay. It has a cost of $10 to rent a canoe for an hour. Nick and his friends rent a canoe for 3 hours, but it cost them a total of $45. Now, reading that question, your brain should automatically go, oh, there's a disconnect. I know it's only going to cost me $30 if I rent my canoe for 3 hours. Well, there's got to be some type of fee we're looking for. So and that's one of the things you're really going to look at here is this idea of a fee. That fee is saying, okay, I need to know how much does it cost me, like is there a security deposit, is there a rental fee, is there a return fee or a shipping fee that I have to pay no matter what I buy or how much I use. So this is where point slope comes into play, okay? We've got this, the cost of $10 an hour, there's my per statement, an hour per hour, and we have a point, 3 hours, $45. Okay, so that gives us X is equal to hours, so it's first, and then Y is equal to cost. Okay, and that makes sense because $10 an hour, that's 3 hours. Okay, so Y minus 45 is equal to M, which is 10 times X minus 3. So distribute Y minus 45 is equal to 10x minus 30. Add 45 to both sides. We're going to see Y equals 10x plus $15. So, and that, if you do a quick check, if you substitute 3 in, you get the point. So now that's really not the question. The question says, write and solve a linear equation. Okay, done that. But how much would it cost for 8 hours? Now that I know this, and I know X is hours, I can come and do step 2, okay, for this kind of problem. Go, oh, okay. I'm either looking for the fee, and now I've got that answer, or I'm looking to see how much it would cost if Y is equal to another number. What's the cost? If I have 10 times 8 plus the rental fee. So it would be 80 plus 15, which is equal to, it would cost them $95 for a total day to rent the canoe. I know my dollars are not wrong. Okay, that gives us the idea of what this might be like. And now we're talking about the second one. The second one says, okay, what's the fee? So what we're looking for is something different. So we're still got the same idea. We've got that statement of M. M is equal to 15. And then X right here says, okay, X is hours. And then, okay, cost is Y again. Okay, so let's pull the problem. Y minus, so where's Y? Well, Y is cost, 195 is equal to 15 times X plus 9. So we distribute everything. Y minus 195 is equal to 15X, let's see, plus 135. Should be minus 135. I knew that didn't look right to me. Let me fix that real fast. Good catch for those of you that saw that ahead of time. Add 195. Y is equal to 15x. And then $60 is my total cost for renting the dumpster, like delivery fee or whatever it is. So, and now we're looking, since that's all I'm looking for is the fee. And we know that this B right there was that starting point. There's the fee. Okay. One of the students a couple of years ago came up with this idea of fee. Anytime you see the word fee, it kind of rhymes with the word B, so phi B. So anytime you see phi, you're looking for that B, that y-intercept concept. It's just their way of kind of remembering, oh, phi B, help me remember, okay, if I got phi, I'm looking for that. If I'm looking for a total cost, I've got y. Okay, now let's build on that. So point slope problems. This is the second half when I have two different points to work with. So in this case, I don't have a per statement. So one of the things I'm missing is that per statement, or that M. So I can't use the point slope form, but what I can use is finding slope. Since I've got 2 points, okay, water boils at 100 Celsius and 212 Fahrenheit and freezes at 0 and 32. I've got 2 points. I've got 100 and 212, and I've got 0 and 32. And I'm putting 0 first just because numerically it goes first. So I could use this to figure out my formula. Using my slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So really we go, okay, 212 minus 32 divided by 100 minus 0. So I get 180 over 100. Numerically it simplifies down to 9 over 5. Okay, so there's my rate of change. Now, if I have a new point, a new temperature, and so that's x and this is y. If I know it's 25 degrees Fahrenheit, I go, oh, okay. So y is equal to 9/5 of whatever the Celsius temperature is. And then over here, this gives us our starting point. If x is 0, there's my y-intercept, plus 32. So I plug in my information. Y is equal to 9 over 5 times 25 plus 32. So cross reduce, okay, that's 5. So 9 times 5 is 45 plus 32 degrees. So, okay, roughly that's 77 degrees in Fahrenheit. So if it's 25 degrees Celsius outside, it's roughly 77 degrees outside in Fahrenheit. So it gives you a good idea. And this comes the same way in this kind of problem. So again, remember that car decrease problem we had in the previous set? It doesn't always give you a value, a cost depreciation. You might have to figure that out because it might change a little bit. So after 3 years, the value of the car is 15. Add 2 more years, the value of the car is 11,000. So okay, so I've got new points. 3, we'll say 3 is years. So x is years. Y right here is going to be value, so 15,000. Now I've got 2 more years, so let's say that's 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5, and it's worth 11,000. So y2 minus y1. Okay, so we get 11,000 minus 15,000 divided by 5 minus 3. So that gives me negative 4,000 over 2. So that makes it a depreciation of $2,000 every year. Now I want to know the value after 8 years. So that's where I can plug in point slope. Okay. So this is where I use my point slope form. It doesn't matter what I use. So y minus y1. So let's use this one, 1,500 is equal to negative 2,000 times x minus 3. So distribute everything. Y minus 15,000 is equal to negative 2,000 x minus, so plus 3,000. Oh, sorry, 6,000. So we're going to add 15,000. So y is equal to negative 2,000 x plus $21,000. So that's how much the car would have cost at the beginning. Then we're going to go y is equal to negative 2,000 times 8 plus 21,000, sorry. So negative 16 thousand minus 21,000. Okay, so we can change flip, so there's that, so plus. So really we're looking at this idea of it costs $5,000 after 8 years. Better value in the Toyota 4Runner. It keeps its value a little bit better. So the cost. Okay, so that's really how we work through these kinds of problems. Let's do a quick review on when we use each type. So slope-intercept is used when I'm given, I'm given one starting point, a per phase statement, and a starting point. So again, it could be a fee, it could be development cost, something like that. Standard form is used when I'm given two per statements, two different rates of change, two different items. And really that's the key to it, is two different items. Okay, and the last one is point slope. And really there's two choices on this one when you're given one per statement an example or two different examples. And you can see the difference, each one of them is very different as you kind of look at it. Point slope and slope intercept, since they turn into the same thing, will end up being similar in structure, but these are what you're looking for. Okay, now you should be all set, ready to work on homework number 6. If you have any questions, please reach out. Again, there are extra practices with the answer keys posted if you need them to help you work through this.